First time it's been back at the regular season level since 2017. If you're in Southern California, get ready.
Yeah, a lot of times, it's about 6 days later is the typical timing. And not every swell that pumps in Tahiti is going to pump in Southern California, but a lot of them do. So it's if you're an at-home forecaster, it's one of those tools in your tool bag that you could use.
I like that. It's enjoying the breakdown with Kevin Wallace, and then the breakdown of an 817, Rosie.
Yeah, just amazing from Gabriella Bryant, like opening up with this wave. And I think pound for pound, when you're surfing lowers, the energy expenditure is insane. You can tell by the end of this wave she was truly gassed as she's just giving it her all as she's burying that rail. There was a few moments where she kind of had to tidy it up. Then she just goes, just hammer time on it. This is the surfing we've seen all season from Gabriella. It's the surfing that's seen her into the #1 seed at the moment. And it's just so textbook, just sound on that rail. Definitely seen her confidence grow this season, though, and just her heat management. I mean, to open up with that 817 just shows that she's kind of identified great waves and she's put herself in the position to be on them.
Well, it's an interesting situation for Gabby Bryant. When you look at a wave where for her standards, junior titles, wild card opportunities, even going back to Karamas when she was about 16. Here's Kira now, fresh off all those airplane rides from Australia. Right into action on her home break. Known for her power and amazing rail work. Oh, creative way to get back to the lip, and she'll just run out of room on the end section. But great job grabbing her first wave.
Overhead range, like kind of what we're seeing today, and maybe a touch bigger, is just so beautiful. And with those longer range south swells, as we see a surf up and riding Joey.
Luana Silva, so smooth with her rail work, turning in her best result this season at Bells. Gabby now in the mix, ready to back up the 817. Pushing hard, looking smooth on this one. Third turn, top turn, just jams it to cut that Shern torque, but just put more power into it and then punches out the finish. Styles her way out of that one.
But Gabby Bryant, this wave was really tricky to surf. I mean, it was really pushing out to see that little bit. So to stay, it really wants to push you out on the open face. Gabby does well to maintain that composure, keep that rail line engaged. That turn right there, another powerful example of the surfing that she's doing. The finish was a little sticky, that finish for me, but just so well surfed when you think about how tricky that wave was. You can tell that white water kind of wants to gobble the board and then also just push you out on the open face. A lot of time spent on that rail, just digging like 1/3 of the board, completely burying it.
Really done well with a lot of authority. We'll watch Kira's first, Rosie.
Yeah, I love this wave from Kira. Love the opening float there to get around that section. Kind of waits on the bottom there, waiting for this wave to stand up. She's also got so much power and speed and just a beautiful style to watch as we see her just find that sweet spot on this wave and really hammer that inside section as this wave starts to taper off down the line. Finishes it off clean, her best wave.
And she has been enjoying her entire year, kicking it off with a World Junior title in the Philippines before the CT started. Lulu likes to look at this right. Finds a nice section to hit it off the top. Turns around and wraps it into the pocket. Nice glassy open face. Will set up that forehand hook, and she's found her flow. There's a nice punch off the top. Lulu putting a lot into the tail slide and just loses out on a really fun finish. Kira Pinkerton will get a chance to swing for the lead. Needs an 8.08 as she hits that first section. Nice clean slice. Real cool, patient type style, but packed with power and intent when she connects. And she'll end up just losing it on her finish.
Really cool to be able to see like how consistent a swell is, how big it is, things like that. That's one of my favorite new things.
That's really cool. I'm definitely going to check that out. Kevin Wallace, always appreciate your time.